Alright, what's up guys? So I did mess up the recording, I didn't even notice till now, but the whole footage got like corrupted, and the funny thing is, there is a lot to talk about. And I have been saying this for a few days. Sarandit, who is a German player, he was doing a 900 Seal Scroll summon like yesterday. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I had my exam during that time. But I did find out because everybody was saying it. They're like, "Oh, okay, don't worry, man. We won't spoil what he got from the pulls." Next thing you know, it's like when he did the pulls, everybody was like, "Yo, he got this, he got this." So he got a Susanoo Sasuke after another like 900, and he basically did 900 the first time. Don't know when it was, but the first time he was doing the Kage treasures, he was doing 900, and he got like 980, something like that. He managed to get the Raikage from that. So it pretty much assumes to us that getting a Raikage and a Susanoo Sasuke they're kind of like the super rares. So me and Aristius did say that there aren't super rares, but we got proved wrong after seeing him do those pulls. So it's gonna take about like 900 to 1,000 scrolls for you to either get a Raikage or for you to get a Susanoo Sasuke. Now that changes the entire mentality that we had towards doing Kage treasure pulls. And let me tell you this. Now, after he did the 2,000, whatever it was, 2,000 seal scrolls on the Kage treasure, maybe even more, he still has about like 54 Susanoo Itachi fragments. So, Susanoo Itachi is gonna cost you over 3,000 seal scrolls, which equivalates to like, oh man, like every 400 is basically $1,000. So it is, it's an insane price if you think about it. 50k ingots for every 400. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood right now to do the math, but you know how much it is. It is way too expensive. Now, seeing as how you can do 3,000 seal scrolls, that would equivalent to you probably getting all of your refines maxed. Then you can also get yourself very high level battle armor, very high Magatamas. Your power would be just insane with 3,000 scrolls. Now, originally I was gonna do 1,200 scrolls on the Kage treasure, but then the biggest problem comes: what if I go ahead and do the scrolls, but I end up pulling Sasuke? I will literally kill myself. So I really want to get the Raikage over any one of the treasures. But now that I found out that he's a super rare and in 1,000 scrolls, it's not even like super rares come at 400 anymore. It's at 1,000. Like, that is ridiculous. Now, I don't know if you can pull them outside of the raids, but that's pretty much where he got them from. After doing 900, he managed to get a Raikage, and then the next time he did a 900, he got a Sasuke. So it's, it's pretty much possible that that's how it works. But that is just really insane. Now, and then there was also like another event going on for the, what is it, the German version, which I will show you a screenshot. Like, I don't know what exactly was going on, but this is like just insane. So as far as the summons go, I would pretty much rather prefer to focus on power instead of doing all those summons, to be honest. Doing 3,000 seal scrolls just to get a Susanoo Itachi, that is really like not worth it. I can understand 1,000 seal scrolls. Like 1,000 seal scrolls for a super strong ninja, I can live with that. Like, I was prepared to do 1,200, no problem. But seeing as how now the whole thing is just changed and different, I really don't think I'm gonna be able to do that now. I would rather much focus on power, and I did just realize that the fucking audio was like lowered or something, so this is probably gonna fuck up everything in the video. I didn't notice it until now that it was just weird, but let me just repeat things in case the game volume was over it. So 900 for the first Raikage, and then doing 900 yesterday for the Susanoo Sasuke. Now, the Susanoo Sasuke isn't a bad ninja, but he just fits in so randomly. So I really just, would not want to risk that. I have no idea what I can get. Let me see, need Earth Scroll. But, like, I'm just way too worried about if I ended up doing, what the hell? I said I need Earth. Oh, he had, okay, what? Oh, the wrong person. I thought someone else put that. Okay. But let me just go over the screenshot that I have planned. So, if you take a look at this, you will see that he got Sarandit, who was the person who also did the summons. He got 53,376 coupons back. Now, it could have been either a recharge event, but I believe it was a spending event. So after whatever you spent, basically, I think it was, there was just like basically what people said, like speculations. People said that there was like a cross-server spending event, and if you got first place, then you were the one who actually managed to get a 50% rebate, which was the highest percentage rebate you could do. So he spent over 100,000 ingots to manage to get back 53,000 in coupons from the game itself. Now that is insane. You're telling me he spent over $2,000, managed to get $1,000 back from that. And the funny thing was that right after he got these coupons, he continued to do more summons, and I think he even got like 20k more ingots as well just to get all the summons. So he should probably have a Susanoo Itachi by now. Now, another thing is, when it comes to the German platform, all of the strong players are pretty much around the same point as where he is. They all focus on the summons. They don't really go to battle power past a certain point. Like, I could understand why, because the battle power just starts getting like so expensive to raise it. And, you know, past they're all like 50k, they end up just, you know, going for summons towards that. But damn, doing 3,000 seal scrolls for an Susanoo Itachi, that is just something I cannot, like, believe, honestly. Like, that is just way too ridiculous. He is insanely strong, but I just really, I don't know, I just really don't want to spend towards that. I would much rather do the battle power in the end. Because you can literally have a full, like, let's say, a free-to-play team with 5-star ninjas, and you will be whipping people's ass that have, like, super rare ninjas from pulls, as long as you have the battle power to match for it. And, you know, in the end, that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to be all about battle power. But I just still can't get over it that it really takes 3,000 seal scrolls to get that Susanoo Itachi. Another rare one like that is pretty much the Tobirama, and it's kind of stupid how they made the Tobirama, because they add him to the Tendo treasures later on, and you start getting his fragments from it. Now, I am never going back to Tendo treasures. I have everything that I need, and don't mention it, but I have everything that I need except for one, and I'm done with those treasures. Never again. Not even one seal scroll. I will only do free draws, and that is it. So I will never go for Tobirama from that, but he did come into an event in China, so that means I can later on get his fragments from there. I'm just really looking forward to Tobirama, because there is the group instance where he will just one-shit your entire freaking like team with his mystery. So I'd be really looking forward to getting him. But the whole idea with Susanoo Itachi is ridiculous. And another thing that I need to basically decide is if I'm going to go for refines. Now, refines are a big problem. Alright, now I was originally planning to do refines, but I have decided not to. And there are a few factors to this. Basically, I have seen what people have been refining, and I can say that this event kind of seems like it favors the system more than it does you. Even though you have a higher chance of leveling up because of the extra wishes you can get, I have seen people go 40 out of 40, 200 out of 200. Even some guy went, I think, like 450 out of 500 for the advanced refines. And that's pretty much from going from level 8 to 9. That alone will cost you 20k ingots. So I can say I am really not looking forward to that. This is going to be another one of those. So Kapow basically got all his refines to level 7. I don't know how I'm still managing to beat him, even though he has like way higher refines. And then he pretty much changed his whole team. First time I fought him into the, what was it? I fought him in, what was it? Sage World Battlefield was last night. Now, I fought him the first time when he had Hashirama instead of this team. And I pretty much still managed to win. Like, I have no idea how. I was wondering, like, how did I beat him? Second time he took out Hashirama, put more interrupts in. Still managed to beat him because he pretty much misclicked with Iruka or whatever. But the fact that I was still able to go first, even though his refines are all level 7, which are way higher than me because I have a lot of 4 to 5s. And it is just like kind of crazy. Like I really don't know how that's gonna work. He's gonna just shuriken and then interrupt, I'm guessing. I should have the refines to go before he interrupts, but you know, he is just way stronger than me now, and I'm just not gonna go for refines at this point though. I wish I had the Hashirama buff, man. I really do. That would have been a lot more damage. But, you know, it's still like, I don't know what is happening. Like, I really don't know. The fact that he has a lot more power than me now. It's probably more, he has 2,000 power on me, and I'm still able to win. Like, it is just, it's just crazy. Like, so the battle power itself in this game is not really that big. The problem with this team is that he has 3 freaking interrupts. So like I really have to just sacrifice my mysteries, go to the same point where I have to pretty much try and focus somebody else's. So I'm gonna pretty much plan to do a Hashirama into a Sage Naruto, into Iruka. Once I killed the Iruka, then it's pretty much focused on the main. That's pretty much what I have to do. I should have probably just killed the main, but he's immune to combos anyway. So, that Iruka had a fucking insane shield. What the hell? That is an insane shield. But the Earth Main is just ridiculously annoying. The fact that I can still stay fire and do this amount of damage to him with all that stuff that he's been through, it still ends up being like a one-sided battle for me, which I have no idea how. You know, he is stronger, he has more refines, but I'm still able to win. Like, it is just something that just shocks me. So that's why, like, I really don't need to do refines in the first place if I can still beat someone who literally has 3 refine levels on me for every partner. I don't know what the hell is going on. So you guys can't even say, like, oh, it's like, I'm still stronger. No, I will show you the battle power rankings after Convoy. He is stronger by a lot. It is just, I just find it funny that I still managed to beat him right now. Because I have been fighting him for the past 2 days so many times. And I'm still managing to win. So I don't know what it has to do with. You know, I don't even have any ignites to burn through the shields, but his team just doesn't feel like it has a survivability for some reason. And refines should give you that. Because you have extra injury. That means you'll be taking less damage. You'll be taking less damage from crits. I don't even think I crit that much when it comes to fighting him. But it is a intense fight. Like, it's fun fighting Kapow every time, but it is just an intense battle. That is the only time I have to actually go ahead and manual it. I always auto, you know, because I'm lazy, but still, when it comes to fighting Kapow, I have to go manual. Overall, though, it's nice to have these kind of fights. We are more consistently killing Ninetales. Yesterday was the first time we killed Ninetales with 5 to 6 minutes left. Now, killing it with 5 to 6 minutes left, at the same time, I wish we could kill it in the last minute. This way I can get more XP, more coins that way. But at least we are able to kill it now. And that's pretty much as long as Kapow manages to fight. And the thing that also struck me by surprise is that he uses Yamato, Iruka, and Asuma Windblade for events. And he only barely does like 1,000,000 damage away from me. Which I don't know why. I mean, it probably has to do with his battle power being a lot higher. But at the same time, you know, when I was always fire, I would always blow past him in damage. I would always do way more. And now the gap is just closing down. So I'm not sure if it's because of, you know, the battle power difference. But I did test out the Tauntaun. And I must say, Tauntaun is way better than Chameleon. So for some weird reason, the Chameleon hits multiple targets. And even against one target, he splits the damage. So he doesn't do full damage against the Ninetales like he's supposed to do. I'm pretty much going to be using Tauntaun. I even saw Oragiri use Tauntaun. Everybody uses Tauntaun for Ninetales, and I can guarantee you it does a lot more damage. I think I was getting like 10 to 15k crits with a Tauntaun alone compared to what a Chameleon does. So it's a big amount of damage. I went from doing like 760,000 damage a hit to doing over 800,000 easy now because of Tauntaun. So thank you guys who kept suggesting the Tauntaun. I'm sorry for not believing you in the first place, but you know, it's kind of hilarious that that thing still manages to do so much damage. Now, in case the Guide Tortoise event ever comes out, I will be getting the Guide Tortoise. I still believe the Guide Tortoise will do more damage. Even if it splits, it goes off twice. So that's kind of the reason why I think it's still gonna do more damage than Tauntaun. Plus, this with the stat difference from a freaking blue to a gold, it has to do more damage. Like, I will not take no for an answer. So I just want to apologize for, you know, you guys having to sit and watch me do Convoy, but hopefully the information was good. I'm going on my last few life recoveries. And let's just go over some stuff. So, I did talk about the pulls. Like I said, I'm not doing, basically, the refines. Even though there is a battle power difference, I really don't need to do refines. So yeah, he has over 1,000 power on me now. Everything is level 7 refine, which is just ridiculous. So that means he spent like 60k ingots in a week because he did 20 something k towards summons. Then he also did 40k towards refines, I'm assuming, to get everything 7. It's good, but the problem is like the spending event only went up to 20k. I would have only done 20k max, which I was planned to do. I wanted to get all my refines 5 and 6 to kind of combat this. But, you know, now that it's kind of funny that I'm still winning without the refines, it really just would. I don't think it would make a difference enough to the point where I should spend 20k. So I will definitely wait until next events, or at least the next time the refine event comes out. I'm going to wait for that. And then after seeing Sarandon get that freaking rebate from coupons, it makes me really want to stack everything I have into that event when it comes out. Because if you get a 50% rebate of whatever you spent, or if the max spending was like 100k and you got 50% of that, I will be so ready for that. Because, I mean, you have to spend 100k ingots to get 50k coupons back. That is just like ridiculous. I've never seen a game do that. You know, the only game that has a similar system would be Unlimited Ninja. And, you know, all the other like browser Naruto games, because they have cross-server consumption. But that thing is ridiculous. After you spend like 500,000 gold or coupons, then you start getting 100% rebate. But if you were to equivalent that in money, it would be way too fucking much. So if you actually have it saved up from Growth Fund over the years, which is a way to get free gold on that game, pretty much that's how people actually take advantage of it and try to get the rebates. But ridiculous. Like, for the fact that you can get a rebate for, like, it is still an extreme amount, but it's way reasonable compared to all the other games they play. For you to spend $2,000 to get $1,000 for free, like, that is just an insane value. Like, that's something I want to wait forward to. But the problem is, if it's a server-based event, you already know fucking Origiri is going to come out and just make sure she wins for her bracket. So I would have to be either in my own bracket, or who knows what's going to happen. But, you know, I'm pretty much falling behind as far as battle power. So I'm hoping that we have an event for that soon. Did my gear get swapped? Yeah, my fucking gear got swapped. Okay, so even with... Okay, I'm super confused right now. My gear got fucking swapped. Not all of it, though. Okay. I have no idea how this happened. But the gear did get swapped. 2 pieces of it did. So yeah, that's basically a difference maker right there. But this team is doing really good. You know, it has literally only a 5 combo. Only a 5 combo. And it still manages to do extremely well. So I'm happy with this team. I'm going to stick with it. I did do strong approach yesterday. Now, my max score is still a 3,092. People said they got over like 3,100, 3,200. I have not seen that. It could be because I don't have the battle power to survive it. Or maybe, I have no idea. No, I'm doing everything down to the book as far as the guide I seen back then. And I still don't know how people are getting it. I'm really close to level 18. I don't start using the advanced ones until like, what level was it? Because the advanced ones keep stacking up. I have 84, which is from 19 to 27. I can bet you it's going to be like 100 advanced to actually level up by then. So, you know, battle armor is very expensive, but it's a great source of battle power. Oh, I never even opened the prayer fruit. Wow, I didn't even notice you had to open it. I thought it automatically gave you the rewards. But, you know, I have 6 million coins saved up with nothing to spend towards except donations. And, you know, I'm just going to start putting them into donations. At least do like 500k a day. Maybe later on do even more. Because now we're going to be working towards the level 8 group. And then it's going to be back to group skills. And, you know, all my group skills are almost max as well. So I have no purpose for coins but to stack them up. All the equipment is maxed. I will be 76 soon. Let me just actually check that out. How close am I to level 76? I am halfway there. So I'm not close. It's going to be taking at least like 3 days of killing Ninetales, which I can kill Ninetales tonight, but then tomorrow, you know, there's another problem. So let me just, hold on. So I have been going for Sakura Fragments. I will level up the partners I use in ranked battle. I really don't know why the gear swapped on me. I always make sure I do one at a time. I never go for more than that. And yeah, my ninjas are lacking in the levels. So I need to start leveling them up. Once Sakura gets almost 4-star, I've been going for 5-star Sasuke, but that's going to take an insanely long time. So my main focus now is purely battle power. Like, I really just want to get stronger. I really don't care for anything else. Still surprised, like, I don't know why. I'm just still trying to understand why the refines, even though I'm way behind. Like, the whole thing is, when you have higher refines, your whole team has higher initiative. Like, formation placement has something to do with it, but it's pretty much the same formation placement as I have. So I'm just still really wondering how the fuck I'm winning. Like, I'm just shocked. But I'm not gonna complain. You know, the only thing that matters to PvP now is Sage World Battlefield. So the fact that I can still beat him, even though he's ahead of me, is a good thing for Sage World. The rewards are the best over there. And I still need 14 fragments for Sakura 5-star. They are still level 72. It takes a lot of experience to level up. Let me just also do a, what is it? The Daedra every day. And, you know, it is just, but yeah, like the main point to get across is that after seeing how many summons it took to actually get those ninjas, I'm pretty much gonna stay focused, you know. But I will basically have you, what is it called? This video isn't much of it, like anything going on. It's just kind of like for you guys to listen and just get some of that information. And obviously look when I showed the screenshot. But that's just some things you guys should actually listen to about that. I mean, refines aren't everything, I guess, because if I can still win with having way less refines, you know, refines obviously do help, but there are more ways to win. And that's kind of the way, like, the game keeps people from, you know, like free-to-play still having a chance to beat pay-to-wins unless there's just like a humongous gap. Humongous what? But besides that, the main point I want to get across is that the way they kind of narrow down the free-to-play gap is by having summons and battle power not basically affect each other. You could put everything into summons, and you could still lose to 5-star free-to-play ninjas, and as well as, you know, your battle power will stay the same, so you could still take L's and not really progress. But that's kind of the way they separate it to the point where if a lot of people are focusing on summons, they're not going to go ahead and pretty much do battle power. Now a lot of people will double spend. So, and what double spending means is that when you're doing summons, you're going to basically put in the same amount you did into summons into battle power at the same time. Now, people will most likely do one at a time. So, like, these events were perfect for doing battle power. And who knows what next events are going to be, but you're going to basically be able to do summons one event, summons or battle power next event. And it kind of goes back and forth. So, that's why free-to-play still have that edge to always challenging people who spend money into the game. Unless you're like gonna be gearing it and do like 100k ingots into summons and then do 100k ingots into the battle power into the same day, you're pretty much still gonna be able to narrow the gap down until they just keep focusing on battle power. But then it still matters about your team composition. Even if you focus everything into refines, you'll still be able to win. I have mostly the 4 and 5 refines, and then Sage Naruto is the one that has like a 6 and an 8. So the fact that I'm still winning against all level 7 refines across the board, it's just like, wow, like that is just insane, you know. It's something I can't believe. But, you know, I did say a lot this video. Hopefully you guys did find the information useful. And people were telling me to start playing China if I wanted to do VIP 0. Now, China is, like, it's way easier than our version of the game. But that's because China is 2 years ahead. So basically what is brand new to us is going to be old content to China. Therefore, they made it all easy. Like, I have seen people that are level 40 with, like, I would say, Sage Narutos and Pains, which you can't even get them in our version until you're way high level, especially Sage Naruto. So they pretty much just dumbed down the game for all the old content in China. That's why it's so easy to get those partners, and then getting a new partner is pretty much a hard part. But the only problem I have with playing China is that you have to pretty much, like, you have to understand Chinese, or you're gonna have to basically be translating or finding people who know Chinese or something, or like some English sites or whatever. Basically, you have to go out of your way to get information for the game. I really don't want to do that. I play English versions of the game because it's just, it's in a language I can understand. So when something new comes out, I don't have to worry about translating. The only reason I ever tried Brazilian, or Brazilian Bleach, which is the Portuguese host, was because I knew the English host like back to front. I knew everything about the English host, as far as like what function did this, what did that, how to play and everything. So going to the Portuguese version wasn't going to be a hard transition. But the fact that the Chinese Naruto is 2 years ahead, they have like everything changed, so many new features, and the fact that it's still in Chinese and I have to learn to play that is just a lot to think about. So like I wouldn't mind doing it, just because getting all those good ninjas at a lower level. But obviously I won't be spending any money on the Chinese version. I'll only focus on the English version. As far as spending money, that's gonna be purely a VIP Zero account. If you guys would rather see a Chinese VIP Zero account than a Naruto Online, the English version, or Oasis Games, I should rather say, Oasis Games version, free to play, not free to pay, VIP Zero account. Yeah, I keep saying VIP Zero, and people are wondering what the fuck a VIP Zero is. Like, VIP Zero is free to play, but with all the other browser games I have played, that pretty much was that. So all the other browser games have VIP levels. Even Oasis Games has a VIP level, but it's only across your account. It's not really towards the game itself. I don't know if they're going to actually give you benefits towards the games. They do say that they plan to do it eventually. But in other games, the way you're pretty much dependent on is your VIP level. So VIP Zeros were free-to-plays in those games, and then the highest VIP was 10. And that's kind of why I keep saying VIP Zero instead of a free-to-play account, because I'm just so used to that term. But yeah, it's up to you guys. If you guys would rather see me play free-to-play in China or free-to-play in here, I'll definitely stream it when I do start it, and it's just going to be fun. But I have to basically pick a time and day when I actually be free, and hopefully start on a newer server. But, I did say a lot in this video. Let's just do a last 10 summon. See, hope I clutch this. Oh, okay, I got something. Alright, let's see the clutch. So I'm going to end the video with a good note. Okay, 3 rares. And we got a level 5 corrosion room. So yeah, speaking of the Dog of Hell, I actually need this pet a lot. Level 5 corrosion room. I mean, we did get something, but I need to get the Dog of Hell. I need to get the Lightning Tiger King. Fukurokumaru is just, the dang cat. Kind of want to get him. Gamakin, I haven't seen him used that much. Kirin and King of Hell are basically like super rare pets. As far as I know, you can't pull them. And then there's always people who say like, oh, someone has this, someone has that. I don't believe what anybody says unless they have a screenshot. Because, you really never know. But getting a Kirin and a King of Hell, the Kirin eventually becomes a regular pet. So you can also get him from an event when that happens. I think it's in the Saratobi event, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. The King of Hell, though, you need the 300k points, which is going to equivalent to pretty much $8,000. So, and that's assuming you sell all the runes to the shop and then you buy all the points. But it's 300,000 points. But anyway, I did say a lot today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, found it useful. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.